Hey everyone, back for vlog number 2. My name's Elis. I've got hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, trustee of Cardiomyopathy UK and chair of the Children, Young Persons and Young Adults panel.
My name's Jasmine. I support Elis, who's got cardiomyopathy, and I'm a member of the 14 to 25 young people's panel.
So we did a vlog sort of last week and we had some more questions put to us. So we thought we'd just go through them and see how we go. So what meals do we have in our meal plan? Well, we have this little handy thing here, which allows us to sort of space our meals out a bit more vividly, so you can see everything. It's a lot easier to plan that way. So what did we do this week? Sunday, we had some bolognese in the freezer, so all we had to do was cook some pasta, so that was good. Yep. Spaghetti bolognese. Monday, we had a curry. What was in the curry?
Chicken.
Well, vegetarian alternative to chicken.
Peppers, onions. All
the good stuff. A lot of spices, very nice.
Yeah.
Last night we had an aubergine and penne arrabbiata. That was very nice. Just some big chunks of aubergine in with some spicy pasta. A bit of, obviously the aubergine, the big chunky aubergine acts as like the meat alternative, which is quite nice.
Yes.
Tonight we're having a stir fry, which is Wednesday. We're going to try out some new Japanese spices we've never seen before. So that'll be interesting. Tomorrow night we've just got something from the freezer, so like a veggie like Kiev or like anything like that really, that we've got stored away in there, with some broccoli and sweet potatoes. Friday we've got some garlic mushroom pasta, which is really easy to put together. And then over the weekend we've got down chili from the freezer on Saturday or lasagna on Sunday, but we are debating ordering pizza on Saturday night now because we haven't had a pizza in a while. Yeah. And we really like pizza. And that chili will stay in the freezer, so we might have that next week instead. Yeah. But yeah, one good thing we've done this week, Jamie Oliver has a cookbook out called 5 Ingredients. And that's really easy, especially nowadays when it's quite restricted what you can get in the shops. And you don't really want to use too much. It's actually a really good book just to kind of, put really good meals together, like for hardly any ingredients, obviously, 5 obviously. But so that's what we've got in our meal plan this week. We tend to just do the shopping once a week, don't we, maximum? Yeah. Try to only go at least, just the once, especially nowadays, like I said, with the pandemic going on at the moment. So yeah, that's what we've got this week, and then we'll just see where we go from next week. Yeah, Jas usually sits there over the weekend and fills all this good stuff in. So I haven't got to worry about that, so I'm thankful for that. So we'll move on to question 2. How far are you planning ahead for food and what are you stocking up on?
So yeah, we just plan ahead, like Elis was just saying, just showing our little meal plan. And
about
what
a
are
week.
you stocking up?
About a week.
Yeah, about a week usually. If we can stretch over, then perfect. But yeah, it's usually about a week.
Yeah, a week to 10 days.
Yeah. And what are you stocking up on? A lot of tin stuff at the moment. We would usually anyway, wouldn't we? But yeah, tomatoes. At the moment it's a lot of chopped tomatoes, beans. We love beans, especially now that we're working from home at the moment. So it's beans on toast galore, isn't it? I love it.
But also like the other beans, like kidney beans and beans for curry.
Because we're veggies, so a lot of beans. Yeah, what else?
I don't know really. We haven't really stocked up on that amount. Biscuits, obviously. I was going to say dried pasta, but we haven't really stocked up on pasta.
No, because everyone's wiping them off the shelves.
True, but I suppose we kind of have like a decent stock of pasta anyway, because we eat a lot of pasta because we just really like Italian food. Yeah. But like different types of pasta. So we've got like 1 bag of fusilli, 1 bag of penne, 1 bag of rigatoni. Not big bags, just the sort of little kilo ones. Spaghetti, linguine, and then we just kind of whatever we can get really. Yeah. Yeah, we're really stocking up. Oh yeah, fruit. That's important.
Fruit, really important. You need your fruit. Yeah, that's it really.
Yeah, that's another thing we like. It might seem like we stock. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say we stock up on fruit. We just eat a lot of fruit anyway.
Yeah, loads, don't we?
But obviously now a lot of people are panic buying the fresh stuff for some reason, even though it doesn't really last that long. So whenever we see like a nice pack of apples, we'll just nab it straight away. Yeah. Make sure we've got plenty of tangerines here. Yeah, we do like our fruit.
Yeah, we sure do. Right, let's go on to the next one.
Have you taken anyone up on offers of support to get groceries or helped out others that needed help? At the moment, we haven't yet. our next door neighbours have offered with us, and we've offered with them as well.
Yes.
But as it stands, no one that we know of has gotten ill. So
touch wood.
Touch wood, obviously. So luckily, I think, well, fingers crossed, we won't need to take anyone off us up. Yeah, because obviously Jasmine hasn't got a condition. Obviously, we take a lot of precautions when we go to the shop.
Yeah.
Even if you go on your own sometimes.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, you know, we've obviously offered support to other people as well. But yeah, luckily he hasn't got to that point yet.
Mm-hmm.
But
if we found out, for example, our neighbours were ill, or for example, if Jas got ill, then I'm sure, you know, our next door neighbours who have offered previously wouldn't have a problem with it, or neighbours other side, or even, you know, parents, relatives, things like that. You know, we've both got grandparents who are quite elderly. Mine live a bit closer, so it might be easier to do that with mine. Who are quite elderly. Mine live a bit closer, so it might be easier to do that with mine. Whereas Jas's live up in Treorchy, which is one of the valleys here. Which is obviously a bit more of a trek, isn't it? So, but luckily, like we said, touch wood, it's not getting to the point of needing to offer support yet. But if the time comes, then we're more than willing to help out, or we wouldn't be scared to ask for help either. I think that's important. You shouldn't really feel, if you do need help, there's no shame in that.
no.
It's the same with anything in life, really. You know, for example, especially, you know, having a heart condition, if you need help or you have any concerns, you just got to speak up and ask for help. Otherwise, it's just going to make you feel even worse.
Yeah.
So, especially when there's a pandemic going on, there's definitely no shame in asking for help with things like food, etc.
No.
Right, next question. What concerns you most about the virus? Do you want to go first?
It's quite difficult, isn't it? It's just the uncertainty, because first of all, you were hearing, you know, mainly the elderly that it was sort of affecting mostly, but now it's coming out in the news, there's a lot more younger people as well that it's affecting. So it's just that uncertainty around it, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, and especially for people like myself with cardiomyopathy, because it doesn't necessarily mean that you're more likely to get it. Because, you know, in general, my immune system is pretty good. Like, if Jasmine has a cold, I can usually go without picking her up, or only have it for a couple of days, whereas Jas will have it for a week or two. So luckily my immune system's good, so I'm not overly concerned about, like, my chances of getting it, because, you know, if it happens, it happens. But obviously I know myself, we take good care of, you know, washing our hands, making sure, like I said before, like wearing gloves with the trolleys and things like that, making sure your hands are washed constantly, trying not to touch your face, obviously, especially in the shop, things like that, out in public. But what concerns me is obviously the sort of uncertainty surrounding, if I do get it, what's that going to mean for the heart condition? Is it going to maybe amplify my symptoms? Is it going to somehow attack the heart as opposed to the lungs? Because, you know, but again, it's just the uncertainty of it, really, I'm more concerned with than anything. But I know, obviously, like I said, we're taking good care of ourselves, and staying as hygienic as possible. And yeah, it's just a matter of following the same pattern, really, of just, you know, staying healthy, obviously staying up on your food, staying up on your vitamin D, especially, you know, we've been quite blessed with sunny weather for the last sort of 10 days, which has been quite nice. So we've been out in the garden doing stuff. But also, like today, you know, we've had a busy day working from home, both of us. But then as soon as 4 o'clock came and we logged off, we got straight into our gym clothes and did a little exercise today, and just to try and keep our natural body defences up, as well as staying fit, you know, just to keep the body active, not to get sort of complacent with everything. So
yeah.
Next question. Where are you going to get information about the virus, and how do you react?
Oh, it sounds terrible, but I get a lot of information from Twitter. And I don't know if that's it's probably not the best place to get information from. Public Health Wales are really good. Obviously Public Health England as well. But yeah, we go to Public Health Wales. Yeah, a lot of the information I stumble across is on Twitter, and it's not healthy, is it?
No, I mean, there is...
And the news, obviously. The news, every morning we've got the news on. And
yeah, and I think you can't really avoid coronavirus news on the TV at the moment, because it seems like every 5 minutes there's a bulletin, or between every programme there's some sort of public health announcement, or there's an extra little news segment here and there. So you can't really avoid it, but obviously it's hard because there's so many different sources around these days. Like, you know, you've got the news telling you one thing, you've got government advice, but then you also, you know, everyone's on social media these days. Like Jas said, if you go into Twitter, there's, lots of information, but there's also a lot of conflicting information. I think that's where it gets a bit dangerous. You get some people, you know, you get a lot of, I say fake news, but some people may be exaggerating something.
Everyone becomes the expert.
Yeah, everyone becomes an expert on social media, and I think that's the dangers of it, is that you've really got to trust your sources. But I think the best thing you can do really is just follow government advice. Never really take anything you see online too much for granted, especially if it's, you know, someone putting a status on Facebook or someone writing a tweet about coronavirus. It might not be necessarily 100% true or accurate, but the best thing to do is, you know, keep us informed as you want to. Like, I don't really like watching the news because it's all very doom and gloom, but it is good sort of, you know, in the morning when we're getting ready and having breakfast, just to chuck the news on for 10-15 minutes or so, just to see if there's been any developments, really. So
and the thing that I'm finding on Twitter as well is a lot of people are putting what they've experienced if they've had the virus. I think a lot of people, you know, we're not going to all experience the same sort of symptoms. So, yeah, it's a lot of scaremongering, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's also quite dangerous, like, might make people let their guard down a bit, maybe. Like, if somebody gets coronavirus and luckily for them they've had a mild symptom, they've literally just had a cough for a couple of days and they've gotten better, then that might maybe make people lower their guard a bit, maybe think, oh, it's not that bad, maybe I should, you know, don't need to be washing my hands as much, because obviously, like, you know, myself, my skin is unbelievably dry on my hand. You can see patches, but from how dry it is, from washing my hands, which is really frustrating. And you can see maybe a bit, maybe think, oh, it's not that bad, maybe I should, you know, don't need to be washing my hands as much, because obviously, like, you know, myself, my skin is unbelievably dry on my hand. You can see patches, but from how dry it is, from washing my hands, which is really frustrating. And you can see maybe how some people would think, oh, maybe, you know, I'll just, you know, take a step back, maybe, if they've seen someone they know who's had mild symptoms. But at the same time, like Jas said, especially if you're in our situation and you have something like cardiomyopathy or myocarditis, I think that's something, you know, it's going to be quite dangerous if you do maybe think you need to lower your guard, where I think the best thing to do is just carry on as you are, really, and just be as careful as possible. Yeah. So, yeah. Have you received any fake news, and what made you think it was fake? Well, that sort of goes back to the social media aspect.
Yeah.
It's hard to really pinpoint an exact bit of fake news, but again, it's all conflicting information. Obviously, everyone experiences the virus differently. So I do think it is good that people put the, you know, it might maybe ease some people's anxiety to see that people go through it and they come out the other end and it's fine and they haven't had to be hospitalised. But it's also important to understand the other side of it as well, that people are being hospitalised. You know, hundreds of people are dying per day now, unfortunately, globally. And it is quite scary. But in terms of fake news, like I said, hard to pinpoint. It's just a matter of not trusting everything you see online, really. Especially, you know, some people who do it for likes and who do it for retweets, you know, say they've had the virus or something along those lines. You've just really got to be careful what you're reading and not allow that to increase or decrease your anxiety, if you know what I mean. So don't let it stress you out, but also, you know, don't take it at face value. So just carry on and be as safe as you possibly can. So that's it for the sort of more important questions, I suppose, especially in our situations. So now we're going to move on to a bit of different questions, different line of questioning, some more sort of fun ones, get a bit of bants going. Right, so this question: what one meal could you live on for the rest of your life? So on 3, I'm going to what meal could you live on for the rest of your life? So I'm going to say what I think yours is. You got to tell me what mine is, right? On 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Pizza. 100% pizza. I could easily eat that 3 times a day.
Same.
If not 4 times a day. It's just incredible. I know it's probably not the best advocate for healthy eating, but in general we eat pretty healthy.
Yeah, so we'll reward ourselves.
And we always make everything from scratch, even if it's, you know, curries and bologneses and things like that. We never use jars, it's always from scratch. So we eat healthy 90% of the time. It's just the occasional time we do fancy a pizza. I'm not going to say no, ever.
No.
Or a pint. Pizza and a pint. Pizza. Can't beat. Or pizza and a glass of red wine. That's the best thing for a Friday night, that is.
How refined.
Posh. Describe a meal you could make from tinned and dried goods only.
Oh.
Ooh.
Beans on toast. I've already said that. Beans on toast with a bit of cheese. Ooh.
What about bread though? Bread's not dried or tinned. Tinned bread.
Just beans then. Just beans and cheese.
Beans. I remember you can get
ravioli.
Ravioli.
Oh, you can't fault a bit of ravioli, can you?
Or those tins you get of baked beans with sausage in it. Handy tip. Tesco's have started doing vegetarian ones, which is awesome. I still haven't tried it, but I used to love them as a kid. But also, it's going to sound disgusting, a tin of beans and sausage on a pizza is incredible.
There's something wrong with you.
That's just what I used to... Well, I say what I used to. It's not like I used to eat that all the time. My mum was a nurse, so I never used to eat unhealthy as a kid. But when I'd have the occasional movie night, I'd have, beans and sausage on pizza.
Ooh.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
I bet.
Go on.
Right. What would make you cry on the floor like a toddler if they ran out of a particular food in the shops?
Ooh, do you want to do the 1, 2, 3 thing again?
Oh, let me think of yours.
What would I throw a tantrum over if they ran out of it in the shops?
Right, okay. Yeah, but it's food. It's not drink, is it?
What were you going to say?
Beer. Okay.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Nutella. Oh, sorry. I didn't go with Nutella. You're obsessed with Nutella at the moment.
Yeah.
Cheese, definitely cheese, yeah.
Cheese for you. Nothing you love more than going into the fridge and grabbing a bit of cheese, is it? Or like you said, cheese on beans on toast, cheese on a cracker.
Yeah.
Cheesy pizza.
Cheese on
for some reason I've been obsessed with Nutella lately, and I don't really know why, because I've never been obsessed with it in my life up until now.
Yeah.
I think we got some, didn't we, for Pancake Day?
Yeah, and it was
in February.
Still in the cupboard when
and there was some left, so I started having it on toast in the morning to use it up, and now I'm addicted.
Yes.
So I've really got to wind in.
Healthy eating this, healthy eating that.
Like I said, 90% of the time it's healthy eating.
Yeah.
You got to treat yourself now and again. Your life's too short.
Yeah.
Right. What is your favourite apocalypse movie? I don't think you've ever seen an apocalypse movie, have you?
I don't think so. I haven't seen many movies.
Have you? You've seen The World's End, though, haven't you?
Oh yeah, that movie's hilarious.
World's End.
If you want to pick me up,
that's probably
the World's End.
The only apocalypse movie you've seen, though.
Yeah, I've seen like
apocalypse movie. I don't think you've ever seen an apocalypse movie, have you?
I don't think so. I haven't seen many movies.
Have you? You've seen The World's End, though, haven't you?
Oh yeah, that movie's hilarious.
World's End.
If you want to pick me up,
that's probably
the World's End.
The only apocalypse movie you've seen, though.
Yeah, I've seen like 5 movies.
At the same time, I don't think I've seen an apocalypse movie really. I'm not really a fan of zombie stuff and things like that.
No.
I haven't really seen. I know Contagion's been doing the rounds sort of as of last week because of what we're facing now with the global virus and things.
Is that an apocalypse movie?
Well, it's to do with the pandemic, so. Not the end of the world, but it's like, you know, what we're facing now, pretty much.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't say, I don't know. It's like I said, I don't really like zombie and apocalypse films. However, I have, what's that film called? District 9. That's a bit like an apocalypse one to an extent, because it's got like aliens and stuff in it.
I hate films with aliens.
But it's set in South Africa, and it's really cool because it's like a apartheid thing with the humans and the aliens. It's really interesting.
Oh, that's the one you've been trying to get me to watch for ages. And I've said no every time.
One of my favourite films. And you won't watch it. It's like a documentary style one as well. So it's like a fake documentary. Oh, here we go. Are you binge watching anything at the moment?
What aren't we binge
watching? Tudors.
US Office.
US Office.
Vikings.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine for myself. Not so much for you.
No.
You don't like it for some reason?
No, I don't mind it. It's just... what else?
What else are we watching? I feel a blank now. I think we're watching so much at the moment that...
the Star Wars thing.
Well, we're not really binge watching that because it's coming out once per week, isn't it? The Mandalorian. However, we did get Disney Plus to watch The Mandalorian, and I found that all the Star Wars animated, Clone Wars and Rebels series are on there, so I'm going to start binge watching them.
Lots of Disney films.
Lots of Disney
films.
films.
So get back to us next week and then we'll tell you everything we binged.
Yeah, per week. We'll give you a weekly update on what we're watching.
Yeah.
Because we are watching a lot. Because at the same, at the end of the day, we can't really go out anywhere. So you might as well.
Yeah.
So, right. Has this whole situation made you want to build a bunker under your garden?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
What's a bunker going to solve?
Somewhere for peace and quiet.
Take that as you want to.
Yeah, considered it.
I wouldn't say so, because I wouldn't be able to go to the shop. If it was like World War III...
You could still go to the shop. You could go out to your bunker.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be like a free-for-all if everyone had like a bunker and stuff. But a bunker's not going to really stop us getting coronavirus, is it?
Well, no.
Because you still have to go to the shop, like you just said.
That's fair enough.
Dogs still got to get walked.
So a bunker wouldn't be a good idea, would it?
I wouldn't, not for this.
No.
For like nuclear war, maybe. Then I'd consider it. But that's a completely different topic.
Anyway.
Have your dogs noticed what's going on? I think the dogs think it's like a really long weekend.
Yeah. No.
Because one day we just stopped going to work.
Yeah.
And obviously we walk them every like lunchtime on our breaks.
They must know something's going on because they're like, Molly is so intelligent, isn't she? That she must know. Hang on a second.
Yeah, maybe. I think Frank would probably be the one not to notice.
Yeah.
Our sausage dog, because he's really lazy.
Oh, he sleeps all day.
He literally sleeps all day, aside from half an hour throwing the ball around and his walk.
Yeah.
Apart from that, he sleeps the whole time. Molly, on the other hand, is really like inquisitive, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's a miniature schnauzer. She's only one, but she's really like switched on, and she like if you try teaching her something new, she gets it straight away. So I think she's probably thinking, what on earth is going on at the moment?
Yeah.
Why are you here all the time? But in general, I just generally think they probably think because they're used to having us here for 2 days of the week, aren't they? Usually all day. So maybe they just think one day we're going to wake up and go, and unfortunately one day we are going to wake up and go back to work.
And they're going to hate it.
And they're going to hate us for it. But at the same time, I think it's, especially with Molly, because she's, like I said, she's one, she's still quite a puppy. So she's still absolutely mental.
Oh yeah, she's mad.
So
she's wrecked our kitchen.
She's wrecked our kitchen, yeah. She wrecked all the skirting boards. But she's calmed down a bit now, I think. Since we've been home all the time, it's sort of chilled her out a bit, isn't it? She's not as crazy. Because we call her Mad Molly. My mum especially calls her Mad Molly.
Yeah.
Right. Last question. Off the top of your head, give me 3 ideas for things you could do as a 30 days at home fundraiser.
Okay.
Go on, you give me 3. I'll try making 3 up.
Workouts every day.
30 days?
Yeah.
Rough.
Workouts. Drawing.
Drawing's a good one. Good for anxiety as well. Last one.
Petting your dog. No.
Petting your dog.
Petting your dog. Baking something or like cooking something new. No, you couldn't do that every day because we're practically rationing at the moment. What am I thinking?
Different types of beans on toast.
Different cheeses.
Different cheeses.
I don't know. What would the last one be? Can you think?
Get out and do something. You feel a lot better. Like, for example, when we finished work today, I really wasn't in the mood for working out, but we did it, and now I feel way better for it. Actually, burnt a bit of calories rather than just sitting in front of the computer all day.
Yeah.
30 days at home. Learn a new language.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd probably be quite a good one. Like, there's probably a lot you can learn in 30 days, at least string a few sentences together.
Yeah.
Like, before we go away, like, usually I'll try to learn at least a couple of phrases of that country's language.
Yeah.
But I really got into Italian before when we went over to Italy for Jas's cousin's wedding. And really liked that language, really got on with it a lot more than I got on with Spanish for some reason. So I might pick that back up. Yeah. Maybe we'll do a 30 days from home fundraiser and learn Italian. That could be an idea.
Yeah, that could be an idea.
Yeah.
I'd rather do the jog one.
No, you can do the jogs, I'll do the languages.
Or the drawing.
We still need one more idea.
Oh, I don't know. You said it, languages.
Okay, so what we're saying, exercise, drawing, and languages. So draw a different thing for 30 days, exercise for at least 20 minutes for 30 days, or see how much of a new language you can learn in 30 days. And if you are going to, maybe consider Welsh. We speak Welsh.
Yeah.
And it's one hell of a language, one of the oldest languages in the world. And it sounds amazing, and it's quite tricky. So challenge yourself to that.
And when you're abroad, no one knows where you come from when you speak it.
Quite mysterious. That's pretty good there, isn't it? Whenever we go away, we always speak Welsh to each other, and no one can figure out where we come from. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
There we go. So there's your ideas. Maybe we'll have to do one, as we're an advocate for the...
Maybe we'll have to do
Maybe
one.
We'll have to now, yeah. We'll do a fundraiser.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad chat, actually. I think that's a really good idea. Yeah. So, but yeah, we'd love to hear more sort of ideas, maybe on social media, things like that, see what other people are up to. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back with another blog soon. Big shout out to Adrian Taylor from Cardiomyopathy UK, for allowing us the platform to do all this and putting all the videos together for us. So thank you, Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.